Accept your fate. Is that who I think it is? That's quite enough. You. Oh, it's Sephiroth. I knew it. I'm like, that purple blade streak. That's gotta be Sephiroth. All right, everyone. I'm sure most of you know by now, but the bad news hit. As you can see here, important notice, end of service notice. Square Enix has announced that Ever Crisis will be coming to an end on October 6, 2026, 11 p.m. PTD. I think that is 1 in the morning for me, where I live. So, interestingly enough, it looks like only users in Taiwan can get refunds on the red crystals. I don't know, maybe things are bought differently there, purchased differently. I don't know, but it's a bummer. I made a full video on it if you would like to check that out, but like my one hope at the end of that was maybe Square Enix will take a look at this game and give it the Final Fantasy Resonance treatment and create a brand new console game that allows Ever Crisis to live on as a full proper game without all the gacha stuff. But the reason why we are here today is to check out Before Crisis, which I'm really excited about because I never experienced Before Crisis back in the day. It was a game that initially released in Japan only on Japanese cell phones, and I think over time people found ways to emulate it and check it out, but I never did that. So I know absolutely next to nothing about the story other than it focuses on the Turks. I don't know if there's going to be any combat, but I do see Cloud, Zack, and Sephiroth here. So maybe there'll be some combat with them because, again, I know nothing about the story or any of the plot points or anything like that. So this is me going in really fresh. So I have no clue what to expect, but I'm pretty excited because this is a story I've always been intrigued by but never actually went out of my way to look up. But we're going to check it out now. All right. The Shinra Electric Power Company, a private enterprise so powerful as to control the politics of the world. In such organizations, there are always those that support it from the shadows. In Shinra, those that take on special assignments to protect the company's secrets are members of the General Affairs Auditing Department, also known as the Turks. The story of another crisis leading up to that day is about to begin. So that's all I really know, is that this is a prequel to basically Crisis Core in FF7. Bunch of numbers. You hear the beginnings of the Turks theme. So we're in Midgar, Sector 8 Fountain. I know this place. Aphromia. Ooh, this is Aphromia. I've arrived at Sector 8. Then you're ready for your first assignment. Keep the area secure. Song. Understood. The first assignment is always keeping Sector 8 secure. That's Turks tradition, isn't it? I see you've done your homework. The veterans above you, Reno, Rude, and of course, myself, all started our careers this way. That guitar just went hard. I'll put all that I've learned to good practice and carry out the assignment to the best of my ability. Don't get too tense. It'll affect your performance negatively. Try to always keep a cool head. Yeah, this was on like a flip phone, if I remember back in the day. Hey, Chief, how's your first assignment going? Hey, there's Reno. Oh, this is not Reno, it's another redhead. Rod, this is your first assignment too? And my Turks designation isn't Chief, it's Aphromia. That's an interesting name, Aphromia. Rod, you look like Reno. Hold up. Better hide, Chief. We'll infiltrate the reactor as planned. That's Avalanche. That's Avalanche proper. This operation has been years in the making. We can't fail. Finally, we'll have our vengeance on Shinra. Today, they face their punishment. Vengeance on Shinra? Punishment? Chief, it looks like they're targeting the reactors. Yeah, this is HQ, technically, right? Oh, shit. Did Reno used to go by Rod? There's a lot I don't know again. Those uniforms, they're Turks. Damn, they hurt us. We can't let them live. Damn. You rabble couldn't take down Shinra in a million years. Rod, wait. Over there. Uh-oh. Turks. We'll just have to fight through them. Shinra must be punished. Whoa, there's a whole lot of them. Still won't let them take the reactor, though. There's Reno. The bright red hair. Hey, rookies. Looks like you caught a live one on your first day. I'll help you secure the reactor, but I'm not doing any overtime. Let's make this quick. Very impressive, Reno. Your reputation as the fastest of the Turks is well deserved. Oh snap. But that speed of yours means nothing against me. Well, we're just gonna have to find out, won't we? Isn't this a treat? Alright then, show me what the Turks are made of. I like these little chibi fights. Oh snap. Reno, were you protecting us? Run, rookies. You two are next. Damn. What a pathetic lot. I don't stand a chance right now. I'll put you out of your misery soon enough, and then you'll rue your complicity in Shinra's crimes. Sir, a message from Commander Fuhido. The operation has entered Phase 2. We're to assemble immediately. Looks like we're ahead of schedule. Alright then, I'm on my way. Shears. This is cool. This is all new to me. Hey, wait! We were not even worth killing? Who were they? Okay, I'm already intrigued. I've heard a lot of people over the years like sing the praises of Before Crisis, so this is cool. Turks HQ, here we go. Song. Director. We were able to identify the group that targeted the reactor. The name of their organization is Avalanche. Details are still unclear, but they appear to be quite a large-scale operation. Avalanche. Have you been able to track their movements, Verdot? It appears they're gathering at Junon. The music is really good. I see. So the reactor was a diversion. President Shinra is in Junon right now. He's the real target. All right, man. Like, cool. It's crazy how back in the day Square was like, yeah, we're just going to take this story and put it on a flip phone. Oh, this is moving quick. We're already on main section 2. In the grand scheme of things, I don't know how long the story of Before Crisis actually is. It's because it's moving quick. All right, blades crossing in the evening shade. Yeah, that first guy showed up. I'm like, is that baby Reno? The hair wasn't bright enough. Yeah, this is cool because there's a lot of like the extended universe I'm not as familiar with. President Shinra is scheduled to attend a press conference in Junon. Avalanche operatives have already bypassed heavy security to attempt an assassination. 1 p.m. Shinra Junon branch press room. Mr. President, Avalanche has already infiltrated the area. You must cancel the press conference and evacuate. No, Shinra does not cower to threats. If these vermin want to stand against us, crush them like the insects they are. As you wish, Mr. President. All hands will be put to this task. Reno, Euphromia, Rod, protect the President at all costs until the conference broadcast is finished. So, obviously, some of these Turks don't show up in the main game. So I'm wondering if you don't answer this in the comments, if some of them die, or if it's one of those situations where you had OG FF7 and then they retroactively had the compilation and added characters into the scenario. I wonder if it's like that too. That won't be possible, I'm afraid. Oh, snap. Fuhido. Greetings, the name's Fuhido of Avalanche. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President, but sadly, this is also our final farewell. You two took care of this clown. I'll take the President to safety. Understood. I wouldn't stand in my way if I were you. Oh, snap! I'll finish you two off soon enough. But for now, enjoy the pyrotechnics show. Everyone in this universe has just got blickies at the ready, you know? Rod, let's go. We may be rookies, but we're still Turks. Failure is not an option. Yeah, we can't let the other new Turks take our glory. One thing I really loved about the compilation was the music. Crisis Core and this kind of have similar sounds to them to me. We should be safe now. This area is highly secured. Looks like you've had some trouble, old man. I was watching through the company's security system. Rufus, quite the rare occasion for you to be contacting me first. Actually, it's Reno that I wanted to talk to. Some Turks that I've never seen before were doing some fine work. Both are rookies on their first day of duty, sir. Sidearm expert Euphromia and Billy Club expert Rod were charged with protecting the President. I'll remember those names. Tell them I have high hopes for them, so keep up the good work. Reports say the threat's still ongoing. Good luck, old man. So, I'm wondering, when does Before Crisis take place in regards to Rufus working with Glenn, Matt, and Lucia and forming the SRC and doing all the behind-the-scenes stuff in Wutai? The threat is ongoing? Pardon me. We meet again, President Shinra. I do hope that at this point you've accepted your fate. I promise that the pain will only be for an instant. Uh-oh. There's no need to fear death. It is but a homecoming for the soul. From my understanding, these scripts are one-to-one, I think, to the original. So that line, don't fear death, it is but a homecoming. Sephiroth just straight up says that stuff in Rebirth. Oh, Reno. Bravo, Turk. Bravo. Ah, you came much earlier than expected, but I've already accomplished my objective. So, I'm off to the next stage of operations. Stop! Yeah, everyone's just got guns. And are bulletproof. Mr. President, Avalanche has commandeered the Mako cannon. Raise the security level from A to S. Ass. Already on it, sir. You've all done well. I'll take over protection of the President. You go and take back control of the Mako cannon. You got it. Roger. Understood. They have to be crushed. Do whatever it takes. I like that name, Afromia. That's different. Afromia, Reno, Rude, Verdo, and then you got Rod. Reno and Rod lead a group of rookies on a frontal assault against the Avalanche forces occupying Junon, while Afromia infiltrates the Mako cannon control room. Where's the cannon control panel? Afromia, good work. We've confirmed that the cannon has aborted its firing sequence. Huh? I haven't even touched any of the cannon controls yet, sir. The enemy troops in the control room had already been eliminated. It's possible that whoever was here first aborted the sequence. Could it have been? No. That's way too fast. Even for... Afromia, go to the engineering room and confirm our status. Understood. Uh-oh. Were you the one who did this? Did you kill my comrades? Comrades? You're Avalanche too. And a barrier. My shots aren't going through. Some deep ground tech. Your life for the lives of my comrades. Death to Shinra. Uh-oh. It can't end like this. Yeah, this expands a lot. Not just the Turks. I always knew that there was more to the Turks, but like Avalanche in particular. Got all kinds of people in Avalanche. Nowhere left to run. Accept your fate. Is that who I think it is? That's quite enough. You. Oh shit, it's Sephiroth! I knew it. I'm like, that purple blade streak. That's gotta be Sephiroth. The Silver Soldier, Sephiroth. Ooh, I like alliteration. Ah, your guard holds. I am Elfie, leader of Avalanche, punisher of Shinra. Shinra will face our judgment. I promise you. I withdraw for now, but our victory is near. In a weird turn of events, I am rooting for Shinra. You, Turk, inform your superiors that this lot should not be underestimated, especially that leader. Her powers were notable. That's a lot coming from Sephiroth. Man, Sephiroth was all over the place then. Jeez. Sephiroth. Is it Elfie or Elf? Elfie. It's hard to believe that either are human. So they were trying to establish someone in Avalanche who was like maybe close to Sephiroth. Good work today, everyone. We wouldn't have survived this endless barrage of crises had it not been for your keen judgment. Oh, there's Rude. Obviously, shotguns, double guns, knives, nunchucks, when the rookies work together, we're no joke. My colleagues performed so admirably, yet I couldn't accomplish anything. Everything I was charged with was done by Sephiroth. Sephiroth was sent directly by the president. That's how dire the situation was. Avalanche's attacks will no doubt grow more intense in the coming days. There are those that feel rightly aggrieved by our company, but we provide a service that only we can, maintaining balance in our society. That's why Shinra needs to be protected, and we Turks will continue to provide that protection through means that only we can use. Yes, sir. Roger. Sir. Got it. Understood. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the Turks, too. They do a really good job of this in the 7 Remake series, but showcasing that not everyone who works at Shinra is bad. There's a lot of gray areas there. And you see it with the Turks. So, like, what Verdot just said is like, yeah, people are mad at us, and they have every right to be, but, like, we got a job to do. That's Reno and Rude. You see that a lot in Remake and Rebirth. I think it's in Remake specifically. After Reno and Rude drop the plate, later on there's a scene where they're in the Turks' office, and Reno and Rude are clearly, like, bothered by what they did. And I think they even question, like, did we really just do that? Like, we dropped a plate? And Rude has a line in, I think it's in Remake, where he's like, I'm not a bad guy. I just sometimes have to do bad things. So I really like that about the Turks, is they're not just like evil, cliche bad guys. There's layers to them, and they understand, like, yeah, we're probably doing some messed up stuff, but maybe it's for the better, you know? Oh, I didn't read the chapter name of this one. I was too in it. Shinra resolves to bolster their countermeasures against Avalanche. One such measure is to increase soldier recruitment, and the Turks are put in charge of this task. Yeah, that's their job. Though interference from Avalanche at Costa del Sol, their target recruitment area, led to the loss of candidates, the Turks do manage to secure one promising candidate named Azul. Deep Ground Azul? Same one? Oh shit. H1 Executive Board meeting. While the Turks are busy on assignment, Avalanche continues their campaign of destruction, backing Shinra into a corner, little by little. Now, let's move on to the Avalanche activity damage report. Repair costs for the Mako cannon, rebuilding costs caused by multiple small-scale attacks in various regions. These have become exorbitant. Verdot, why aren't you able to crush this insufferable group already? What are the Turks doing? We are continuing to gather intel on possible upcoming attacks and the location of their headquarters. Who is that? Old man. I mean, Mr. President. It seems like Avalanche is more trouble than you can handle. Rufus, you can't show up to meetings in person, but you still want to run your mouth. What concern is it of yours, so far away? You're not the one who's keeping me away from the main office. As vice president, I can't just stand idly by and ignore this predicament. There is one question that I have. Why does Avalanche appear wherever the Turks are sent on assignment? Verdot, is there a possibility of a leak? We know who the mole is. It's Rufus. That is something we are investigating. If these Avalanche countermeasures keep being put on the back burner like this, the president may have to take responsibility. Are you saying I should step down? No, I wouldn't go that far. Not at present, at least. Verdot, just find these vermin and eradicate them immediately. Yes, sir. The full resources of the Turks will be used to that end. Yeah, this has to be when Rufus is working with Glenn and the SRC. He's playing both sides at this point, but he's trying to stick it to his dad while maintaining a good position for himself. Afromia is charged with the protection of Professor Rayleigh, who holds top secret information on Shinra, when they are assaulted by Avalanche, who introduces a new threat. Oh, snap, it's Cloud! Avalanche, hold it right there. You better hand her over if you want to live. Look at Cloud go. Never. Trooper, you can fall back. I'll handle this. Negative. I'm on the professor's protection detail too. Look at Cloud showing some initiative. And I have a name. It's Cloud. Look at, he's just a baby there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hurrah! Why won't that Avalanche trooper in black stay down? Ah! Get away from Professor Rayleigh. Don't move. If you move, she's dead. Director Verdot, an Avalanche trooper clad in black has captured Professor Rayleigh. Our attack seems to have no effect on him. Can you retrieve the data she has in her possession? She's been taken hostage. Our hands are tied. Don't misinterpret the assignment. What's important is the data, not the professor. Do you understand? Cold. Wow. Yes, understood. Professor, take cover. Hey, you... What are you doing? Don't interfere. Cloud, no, watch out! No, we can't put the professor in danger. I'm her bodyguard. Damn it. I'll protect her. Stupid kid. He shouldn't be a problem. But you are a different story. Out of my way. Rod! Backup's here. You can leave this guy to me, Chief. You go after the professor. Yeah, Cloud had some moves. For being a dorky little guy who never made first class, like, he showed some initiative. Dreams of a Nameless Trooper. I wonder if that was in reference to Cloud? Episode 2. Dark Agent. Yeah, Rufus just like... When you know the backstory of Rufus and what he's doing, he's just like giving his dad the middle finger. And his dad just doesn't even know. That's funny. He just walks in, insults his dad on a phone call. Cloud, no! Give the professor back. You don't know when to quit. I guess you're looking to die. Stop right there. Bam, bam. You know, there's no combat probably here, but like they're putting a lot of action in the cutscenes. Are you alright, Cloud? Why are you putting the professor in danger? The data that the professor holds is very dangerous. If it falls into Avalanche's hands, it may cause untold death and destruction. And you're willing to sacrifice the professor to get it? I didn't say that. You put her in harm's way. Looks like you're sacrificing her to me. Aphromia. Status. I've secured the professor. Good. Now take her data and get out of there. Just you. A unit of those Avalanche troopers in black, under the direct command of Fujito, are headed your way. Evac with the data at once. That's a fun name to say. Fujito. Not interested. They're here already? I'll take care of them. You take the professor to safety. Cloud. Get it, Cloud. Aphromia, hurry. Director, your signal's breaking up. I can't confirm your orders. Cutting comms for now. Cloud, take the professor to safety. Protect her at all costs. All right, on my life. I'll keep her safe. How will you do that when your attacks do nothing? Dang, right in the back. You weren't hurt. Good. You two lay low. I'm going to wipe out the rest of the Avalanche troops with my backup. So many of them. Euphromia, I'll fight too. Bam! Cloud, you were a lifesaver. You were fearless in the face of such an overwhelming enemy. That's the real Cloud. Cloud always had it in him. He just never believed in himself. I don't remember most of it. Just that I was really desperate. You two get back to the professor. I'll keep watch here. Professor Rayleigh. The trooper you defeated rose up and took the data. That's impossible. To get up after having been defeated like that, he would have to be immortal. Mission failed. Hey, why did you choose to protect the professor over the data? You could have had that data right now if you didn't do that. Because you taught me how Turks should do their job. I don't remember teaching you anything. Come on, Cloud. Teaching doesn't always have to be done with words. You're a fine trooper, Cloud. Wishing each other success, Euphromia and Cloud would go on to their next assignments. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, Avalanche had acquired new intel on Soldier from the data they stole, and were focusing their efforts on finding a new target. Yeah, so I'm assuming that, Cloud's off to Nibelheim at this point. Main Section 4, Light Cloaked in Darkness. Clouds over the snowfields. Yeah, for those who did play the original Before Crisis, I would love to know, like, how is the story flowing for you so far? Because I know, like, these tend to be abridged versions of a lot of these stories. But I think it flows really well in Ever Crisis. 2 a.m. The frontline base at Icicle Inn has been attacked by Avalanche and destroyed. The soldier operatives in charge of security have gone missing, and Euphromia is sent to investigate. Icicle Inn, Avalanche HQ. Every day, this planet hurtles even faster towards death. This is the result of Shinra's plundering and overuse of Mako energy. The life of the planet being drained by Shinra must be compensated for with the lives of those affiliated with that heinous organization. So there is some extremes here in Avalanche HQ. This is the mission of Avalanche, and your duty as Ravens to see it through. Now go, Tierce. My duty is clear, sir. Duty. While investigating the destruction of the Icicle Inn base, Euphromia discovers the location of an Avalanche base and successfully infiltrates. Soldiers. This is... You must be the missing soldier operatives, Sebastian and Esai. How could the base have fallen with soldier operatives defending it? The enemy assault consisted of only 2 troopers. Soldier losing to average troopers? I find that hard to believe. Can you describe these troopers? They were dressed entirely in black. The Avalanche troopers in black. They were put in these pods too. It may be a device that enhances their abilities. We have something similar at Soldier. They wanted to even the playing field, I guess, with Shinra. Song. I found the 2 missing soldier operatives at an Avalanche base. They were being kept in pod-like devices filled with an unidentified liquid. According to the operatives, the Avalanche troopers in black were also put into these pods. Pods. In any case, I want all of you to return to the temporary base set up at Icicle Inn. Understood. Whoa. Death to Shinra. Bam, 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 bam. Whippa! They're not dead. I won somehow. I have to get out of here. Wait, they were just hiding back there? Whoa, my text bubbles off screen. It appears she's more capable than I expected. Some enhancements may be in order. According to Ever Crisis, my monitor is not wide enough. Icicle Inn. Oh no! How? I beat him definitively. Death to Shinra. Got back up. Dang. Just ran straight at her. Is he immortal? Is that so strange to you? I'm trying to figure out this guy's voice. I'm getting like Hojo vibes. Fuhito. The Ravens, the troopers under my direct command, are quite the rare birds indeed. You saw the pods, didn't you? Put a raven in one of those, and they came back to life. They come back to life. No matter how many times you defeat them, they can never truly be destroyed. However, I have no use for defective troopers that can't even defeat a Turk. Send him back to the planet. Kianuff? Is it Kianuff? Is that the guy's name? Kianuff? Oh, damn. He gave his life for the planet, so he must have felt quite honored. Can you read? Now, without further ado, it is your turn. Give your life for the planet. Smoke bomb! Afromia, this way. So she runs. Very well then. We will move the operation to the next phase. Mr. President, we've discovered a key Avalanche base in the Icicle Inn area. Then send Sephiroth. He's on another assignment, thus unavailable. Then send other soldiers. I want that base flattened immediately. Yeah, Sephiroth's got to be in Nibelheim then, right? Sunlight over the snowfields. So before Crisis technically is like in the area of like before Crisis Core, or maybe during Crisis Core. I'd be very curious to see how this story overlaps with Crisis Core in certain moments. Hey, there's Zack. So not Nibelheim. 11 a.m. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Everyone here? Are you the soldier operative that was sent to lead this operation? Yeah, name's Zack. Pleasure to meet you. And you guys are? Afromia, of the Turks. I'm here to assist in taking down the Avalanche base. Same here. Rod, of the Turks. Looking forward to working with you. Now that Zack's here, we have nothing to worry about. This operation should be a cakewalk for him. Nah, come on, Sebastian. We all have to work together to get the best results. There's Zack. Such a good dude. That's a very Zack-like thing to say, but you're right, of course. We're all making it back to Midgar in one piece. Now everyone, get ready to roll out. Good old Zack. While heading to the Avalanche base, the group is attacked by monsters. Zack and Afromia let the vehicles go on ahead, and after they deal with the monsters, follow suit. That was weirdly worded. What happened here? Are you alright? What happened? The troopers in black. The Ravens. They ambushed us. Where's Sebastian and Isai? They took them. Zack. Director, the base assault team was attacked by an elite enemy unit, the Ravens. The team was decimated, and Rod was injured as well. How did this happen? Wasn't Soldier with you? The Ravens ambushed the team and took Sebastian and Isai. Isai? I don't know the pronunciation. Zack is out there trying to track them. An ambush? So we do have a leak. Afromia, go and assist Zack. Rod, stand by and keep watch at the base entrance. Roger. Understood. Yeah, the mole's name rhymes with doofus. Afromia infiltrates the Avalanche base once again looking for Zack, but is unable to find him. She finds herself back in the laboratory where she had found Sebastian and Isai. They're back in there? Isai, Sebastian, you were put into those pods again. Are you both alright? Uh-oh. Wait, stop! It's me, Afromia. Something's wrong. Did Avalanche do something to you? Afromia, fall back. Zack. Isai. Sebastian. Don't you know who I am? Apparently not. It's me, Zack. Zack, fight back. No, I'm happy. Happy that they're still alive. Isai, Sebastian, come on, remember. Uh-oh. Did you do this to them? His name is Knuff. Or Kinniff. I like to say Knuff. Answer my question. Death to Shinra. Do you not have any human thoughts? If it were monsters, I'd... It's no use, Zack. Whoa. Isai, Sebastian, come on, stay with me. That sucks. Zack, it was always fun with you around. I'm glad I got to talk to you at the end. Brutal, man. Come on, don't say it's the end. We'll still have fun together tomorrow and the next day. And... Self-destruction sequence initiated. Self-destruct sequence initiated. They lured us in here so they could blow up the place with us inside. No wonder it's deserted. Zack, we have to evacuate. You go first. I'll catch up. Aw, poor Zack. He can't take them with, but he can take their weapons. Yeah, I love Zack. I know sometimes he's kind of perceived as like generic anime trope character. Everything's turned to ash. But he's so endearing because of like all of the soldier members, he's like the most normal. His like one eccentricity is like wanting to be a hero. But eventually like life smacks him down and he still has that dream and he's able to fulfill it later on, spoiler alert, when he dies protecting Cloud. So it costs him his life, but he's able to be a hero to one person, which makes a really big difference instead of that dream he initially had of being this huge war hero like Sephiroth. Instead of saving hundreds and hundreds of people and being in the papers, he saved a life that counted. We should get back, Zack. You two go back to base. I've got one last job to do. Make sure to come back before you freeze. See you guys. I'll come back soon. With the operation ending in failure, Rufus suggests there's a leak and heavily criticizes the president. The president in turn puts the blame on Verdot, who is stripped of his position. Dang, Rufus! Rufus making moves. But why are you being dismissed? Director, the operation's failure wasn't your responsibility. The brass have made their decision. I have to accept it. Director, wait. What will happen to the Turks? You're in charge now. Director. Oh snap, that's chapter 1. Chapter clear. Oh snap. Okay. Wow. I thought. Well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Because they said they're doing 3 chapters. My fingers are weird. For some reason, I can't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what happens. I don't know why. They said that they're going to be split into 3 parts, and I expected them to do it like they did Dirge, where Chapter 1, the first half is 1 week, and then the other half is next week. And they're just saying, screw it. We're dropping the entire chapter in this month, in this week, on this day. So I wasn't expecting that. That's the end of chapter 1. Okay. So then all of chapter 2 will hit in August, and then all of chapter 3 in September in one night. I quite like that. So I gotta be honest, as someone who knows nothing about Before Crisis, this shit slaps. This is legit cool. I'm invested. I'm invested in the Turks. Zack being there is always great. Cloud, Sephiroth, especially Sephiroth when he's a good guy still. Yeah, this is actually cool. And I think the reason why I'm enjoying it even more is because I know the backstory of what Rufus is doing. And he's working with Glenn, Matt, and Lucia, forming the SRC, and trying to slowly overthrow his dad. And seeing what he's doing here, he's picking pieces on the chessboard of like, I don't want you, I don't want you. I'm going to get you ousted, and I'm going to have this person in charge because I know I can trust that person with Song. Man, it adds so much more dimension to a character like Rufus, who was already really cool and interesting, especially learning about his backstory with the SRC and Glenn. But it shows how devious he truly is. Like, dang, this is pretty cool. I'm going to assume that was probably the last we see of Cloud. You don't have to answer that in the comments. One thing I do want you to answer, though, if you've made it this far into the video, is the timeline. Where in the timeline of Final Fantasy VII does Before Crisis take place? Because I always thought it was a prequel to Crisis Core. But is it like a Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 situation where Resident Evil 2 and 3 take place at the same time, but RE3 technically starts before RE2, it takes place during RE2, and it also takes place a little bit after RE2. So they're kind of running in parallel, and like they're like this, and then RE2 stops and finishes, and then RE3 keeps going. Is it like that? I really would love to know where in this timeline is Before Crisis happening. Because I thought Sephiroth would be in Nibelheim, but he wasn't, because Zack isn't there, so they haven't done the Nibelheim stuff yet. So that's really interesting to me. I'm fully on board. This is cool, dude. Because all I knew about Before Crisis back in the day was this art here. Oh, there's Rod. I couldn't see him because his face was covered. We haven't met this guy yet. We haven't met this person yet. There's Song. Afromia. That's a cool name. There's Cloud, Zack, Sephiroth. We haven't met them yet. I don't know who this dude is. Hold on. Did they say that they recruited Azul to be a Turk? Is this Azul? Like deep ground experimentation? Holy shit! If that's what's happening, wow, this is cool. As a Before Crisis virgin, this is really cool. I'm excited for chapter 2 now. Yeah, I'm just kind of like in a state where I'm like, whoa, because it just adds so much more dimension to Rufus, the Turks, Zack, Cloud. Sephiroth is Sephiroth. He's just doing his thing. But yeah, this is really cool. I like this. If you're watching and you made it this far, again, please let me know, like, timeline-wise, how does Before Crisis line up with Crisis Core? I really want to know that, because knowing all of the Rufus stuff with Glenn, that takes place also before and during Crisis Core, and up to FF7. Because the story of Glenn and Rufus's relationship ends during FF7 proper, when the president is killed by Sephiroth. That's the end of it there. So yeah, you'll have to let me know in the comments down below what the timeline is. Also, were you somebody who played Before Crisis back in the day? What are you thinking so far of this? And did you like it back then? Because again, it was on a flip phone. It wasn't nothing like this. So yeah, that was all of chapter 1. This is sick, dude. Oh, Zangon Tifa. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Oh, dang it. Hang on. I want to look at Tifa. I never understood the wishlist settings thing, by the way. I just looked at whatever had the highest level, and then I click on it, and then it goes away. Look at that, though. Zangon Tifa. Where'd she go? Oh, God, it's gone. There she is. Dude, she looks cool. Oh, I hope this is an outfit in Revelation. Dude, if they give Tifa, like, specifically, it's not going to happen. Because I think they already announced most of the classes. I was going to say, if there's like a warrior monk class, which Tifa technically is that default, it'd be so sick if they gave her this outfit. Oh my God, please tell me they're going to give her this outfit in Revelation. Because that would be so cool. It looks beautiful on her. She's so cool. All right, I'm going to have to end the video because I'm just going to keep yapping. But my mind is kind of like... literally kind of blown right now. Because I'm like... wow, there's so many things that are just kind of lining up with the story of FF7 and the compilation and remake too. I'll have to see who makes it to the end, because obviously in the main game we only have Reno, Rude, Song, and Elena. So either the other crew don't make it, or they're just off doing something else, or again, it was a situation where they had the main story and their characters, and then the compilation comes around and they retroactively add new people in. I don't know. Either way, that's the video. Chapter 1, the Ever Crisis edition of Before Crisis. I am Curious Corduroy. Let me know again in the comments down below. What's the timeline of Before Crisis as it matches up to Crisis Core? And did you play the OG Before Crisis back in the day? And what are you thinking so far? I will see you guys in the next video. Please remember to always be excellent to one another.